Good morning. It is another chilly morning. Right now it is 5 degrees out. When I first got up it was -3, so it's warmed up a little bit. It's supposed to get into the 30s today, so I'm looking forward to that. We need to run out and go pick up some supplies. We're gonna start working on the big barn doors. I ordered some angle iron. That is in. It's gonna get picked up. I ordered the tracks for the sliding doors. That came in, and there's some other things we're trying to figure out right now. So it's a good day to start them. Well, that was quick and painless. We got our angle iron. Now we can head on back to the house and start doing some engineering. You know what time it is? It's a perfect time for coffee.
And today,
January 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we're doing another fresh coffee batch, dropping it. So if you guys are looking to get yourself some delicious Lumnah Acres coffee,
go to our website,
lumnahacres.com at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Before that, it will show sold out. At 3 p.m. on the dot, it will show the coffee is available. So that's when you want to go onto the website if you're interested in some of our coffee.
And the reason we have to say that all the time is because we always get emails saying, hey, I went on your website and the coffee's sold out, and this is like at 1 o'clock. I'm like, no, it doesn't go live till 3. So it'll show sold out till 3 o'clock. Then it's all live, and then you can purchase it. It has been going pretty quick. We've changed the quantities of everything. We upped them. The stuff that sold out last time, we've upped those quantities. So I'm assuming this time it'll probably be opposite, because that's usually what happens, is we'll kind of change the quantities of everything, and then it's sells the opposite direction.
Yes, we do try to make adjustments so that we can offer things for everybody, and we are limited to the quantity, so we do recommend that you go on fairly quickly around 3 o'clock to go ahead, and if you have a certain roast or a certain grind or a whole bean that you want and you want it to be available to you, that we recommend you go right on at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
So all the coffees are roasted for us by a local roaster, and they're small batches and they're done freshly. So that's why it's limited, because it's just a small company we're working with. We want to make sure we get you fresh batches, so we're not like building up all these roasts for you. They're fresh. So we love it. We think it's delicious. It's really good that it's fresh. I've never had better coffee myself, and that's been a lot of the feedback we've been getting. So if you guys want to try some, get on the website. We want to thank everybody who has been purchasing the coffee. It means a lot to us. Thank you for supporting Lumnah Acres Coffee. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do it. So if you want to get some coffee, get on the website. I'll have it linked right here and in the video description down below.
And we do have merch available if anybody's interested in that, and that is limited on the size and quantities as well.
Okay. So now let's get back to the build. We're going to switch from electrical to doors, because it'd be nice to be able to have the doors, so when it's windy, rainy, or snowy, we can close the doors and work inside without all those elements coming in. All right, so let's get one of these kits opened up and see exactly what everything is that comes in them and how all the measurements and everything are going to work. All right, this is really what we need. All right, so now All right, now I got to mark my angle iron and cut out a notch. So when I'm welding up my frame, everything's the way it needs to be. I'm gonna go like that. Same thing on this side. All right, since we have 2 grinders now, we can set one up for cutting and then one for grinding everything smooth. So now I have a nice thick grinding wheel so we can grind off everything nice and smooth, and we'll just keep the cutter on that one so we don't gotta keep swapping back and forth. Building our frame, I can take our angle iron, butt it up, and weld it here, and we'll have a nice strong frame. If we go 13 1/4, that'll give us what we need. 113 1/4. I have a couple of welding tables from Vevor. I'll have them linked down below. I really was impressed with their fuel transfer station that we have for fueling up our tractors. So I got their welding tables. I shouldn't say I got a welding table and then a welding bench. This one's, or I guess I don't know which one you'd call. One's on wheels so we can move it around, and one is like a table, it's stationary. So that way if we want to have like a welding spot that we can just weld different little parts and pieces we can. And then I like the bench so I can move it around and weld around. Say if we're welding a project on a tractor and we need to be able to weld in place, we can weld that around. The only thing with this project is they're different heights. So I have to have that side shimmed and blocks under that one. We're making a 113.5 inches long door by 76 inches wide. So this is a very big door. This is not a welding project that we're gonna be doing very often here. I have the angle iron cut and notched. Let's get this side welded up, then we'll do that side, then we'll flip around and we'll do the same thing. I also have a welding cart on order, but that hasn't shown up yet. It's gonna be here in a couple of days, and I wanna get welding, so we'll leave our little MIG welder on the floor. All right, I had to get a couple of bigger magnets this morning while I was out. These just help hold everything nice and square. And then at least I can get this corner tacked right here. All right, luckily we got the off-grid workshop set up with outlets all over the place, so we can just keep moving the welder around.
No, I don't make the prettiest welds, but they always hold up, so I'm always happy with them. I'm gonna flip it over, weld it from the other side, then I will grind it. I also use the flux core welding steel, so I think that doesn't help because it's almost like stick welding. You got that kind of stuff you gotta clean off, and yeah. I think if we had the regular gas, I'd be able to weld a lot better. Someday we'll get someday we'll get a tank and do it the right way, but for now, it's not the wrong way, but I think it does a better weld if you have the gas, which we don't. So yeah, let's get this flipped over, weld it up, and see how this first one came out. So now I need to weld this, and then I can grind it all down. But that's what that looks like from the back side. Kind of cool. Let's go ahead and grind that up so we can get a good weld. I need to grind the weld smooth anyways because I don't want to have any bumps on the backside of the frame. Otherwise I'll be hitting when we're sliding the door and rubbing on stuff. So if we can kind of grind them out, smooth them up, it'll make everything work better. One of these days we'll have the workshop all set up so we don't need to use wood for shims, but for now it's not that day. But it's nice to have it. We got the grid down readout system in there, our solar system powering all of our welder and everything else in here, which is awesome. So every time we're working in here, we're getting one step closer to having the workshop all set up. Soon, hopefully, we'll have heat in here too. That'll be nice, really nice.
Next.
Let's get another door cut out, and then we will measure the other side of the barn just to make sure the door is exactly the same for the other side. It should be, but you never know. The concrete might be up a little bit.
So it might have to be a
gravel
little
might be up a
longer.
little bit higher, down a little lower, so it might want to be taller or shorter. And we can't adjust the gravel right now because it's frozen.
What will we do if we have doors? That is going to be totally different. We won't get that wind.
All right, the width of the doors are all going to be the same, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the other 4 of these to the same length.
Now you think you're going to do 4 at once?
We're going to see. I'm going to see if my bandsaw will do it. I think it will. I got to see if I can cut good and straight with my bandsaw. Let me rephrase that.
Is it straight?
Yeah, it's pretty straight.
Awesome.
I'm pretty impressed. They make I don't remember who it is, but there's a company that makes a stand that you can get to put your bandsaw, or to put your saw in like this, that makes it into a bandsaw. I might have to look into getting one. Then you can use it for a lot more stuff
I
like
didn't know
that.
you could cut metal like that.
Yep. That is a lot quicker and a lot quieter. That's the key.
What? I can't hear you.
What? All right, we gotta cut that out.
Do it with your bandsaw.
Nope, I won't. Definitely won't do it straight then. The welder stopped welding and I was like, what's going on? I ran out of wire. I got more, but I used up the spool. So now I know what's going on. All right, now we can finish welding up that edge, make sure it's still square after, and weld up the inside. Noise. Next side. Stand it up. There we go. A lot easier with two people. Go that way more. Perfect. Okay, that way. All right, we can put this one up against the wall now.
It's like a mattress frame.
All right, I got the last frame welded up on one side. Now I just gonna go around and finish welding this side, and this is done. And I might get something else I wanna do. I've been needing to do this for a while, so let's get this done, and then we can jump on that. I'm really liking these VVOR welding tables. There's only one problem. I don't have enough of them. Sometime I'll have to get some more, but they're worked out really well for this project, so I am happy with that. We've done all this welding with Welding from the Sun off of our grid down readout system. If any of you are in the market of getting a solar system, that is linked down below with a promo code. I'll also have the VVOR stuff linked down below. All right, we need to put some headlights in the Can-Am Defender. The headlights on this are not very bright, and I had it maybe a month or two, and I blew one of the low beam bulbs, and I ordered LED bulbs for it. I just haven't had a chance to put them in, so we're gonna do that now and see what it is. I'll show you what it looks like right now with the lights on, and then we'll do a comparison after. So let's get the headlights on. Let's do this. I get these lights on in here. I'll shut off the main shop lights. It gets dark in here because there's no windows. Let's turn on the headlights, or the headlight, I should say, for the Can-Am. But hey, I mean, this isn't knocking it. This is what happened. We only had it for a little while, and that's how bright it is with regular headlights. Let's put on high beam. High beam, low beam. High beam, low beam. Oh, none. Low, high. So even with the high beam, whoops, I can't see you, it is not very bright. All right, get these lights on. So even with the high beams on, these headlights are not bright at all. And it's kind of a disappointment considering how much money you spend on these machines. Don't get me going. That the headlights are. Let's change out some headlights and see how it looks. I ended up getting these. And it says Can-Am Defender Conversion Kit, pack of 4. These should be what we need. I just got these off of Amazon. It's a pack of 4 LED bulbs. We just gotta get them in there now. All right, that one's in. Let's plug it in. Pretty painless. I'm gonna zip tie it up because I don't like how those just flap around now. All right, I need to zip tie up the wires and get all the wiring out of the way, but before we do that, let's test the lights and see if they work and how good they work. Those lights, here we go. It's dark, no lights. Low beams, whew, high beams. Wow, what a difference. That upgrade's gonna make a huge difference for driving in the snow and driving on the trails at night because the factory headlights were terrible, even with the high beams on. They weren't that great, so I'll have to do some night driving, test them out, see how they go, but yeah. I am excited. This is where we're gonna end the video. We gotta run out and do a few other things. So thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us and our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.